Welcome back to Julington Creek Part 2. This was the first trip on the Pelican Catch 110 HD2. Overall, my impressions of the kayak is I thought it would be faster. I thought the pedal drive would actually be faster than it is. It's my first dealings with the pedal drive, so I don't have a reference point on any other pedal drives. However, on this part 1 and part 2, my daughter was in an Old Town Vapor, and to be honest, she could pretty much just paddle away from me with that Vapor. So it's not fast, but then I think also that it is made for fishing, so I don't know that it's supposed to be fast. We were on the water for about 5 hours today, and I'll be honest with you, it's a bit like being on a Stairmaster for 5 hours. Probably really good exercise, but yeah, it's a bit like being on a Stairmaster. Overall impressions of the boat, it's not a big boat, and I think probably the 130 probably handles quite a bit differently than this 110. The steering is very good. I wish there was steering capabilities for both sides, and there's not. You steer from your left hand. So for most of these last two videos, I was holding my camera with my right and steering with my left, and once I got the hang of it, I got much better at it. But I wish there was steering from both sides. On your right hand side, you just have a handle that you can hold on to. But the seat was comfortable. The first thing that happened, though, when I sat down in it was one of the snaps broke, one of the buckles broke, and then I'm a pretty big guy, so I don't know, less than 10 minutes later, the other buckle broke. So I ended up stopping and tying the straps on the seats together, which worked, and it was comfortable, so I won't complain too much. Well, like I said earlier in part 1, I'm not surprised those plastic buckles broke. I've had kayak seats before with those plastic buckles, and yeah, I'm just not a fan. Either one, for a big guy, they don't hold, and the straps
You're a
slip,
YouTube star now.
or they break outright. And I know I did upgrade on my older kayaks to a much better seat that had metal buckles and clips on it, which those work wonderfully. So I guess my biggest complaint is I wish that Pelican would have spent a little more money on these seat clips. And the seat is very comfortable. I'm not dissing the seat at all. It's just those cheap buckles. Like I said, within 10 minutes, both of them had broke. Other than that, like I said, the boat is not fast, and with its hull shape, that doesn't surprise me at all. And again, it's made for fishing. It's not necessarily made for what we were doing on this particular day. So if you're looking for a fast boat, this is probably not the boat you want. If you're looking for a comfortable boat to just meander around on and fish, this is probably a pretty good boat. It comes with 3 rod holders. It has the back of the seat has a storage compartment. You got 2 storage places right on the side of each leg, where you can either put a bottle or you could put a tray for tackle in there. You could store stuff up under your seat. So it would be very useful for fishing. I could see that. Like I said, I'm just kind of disappointed with the speed. I thought it would be faster than it is. For most of the time during these last 2 videos, I am non-stop pedaling, and you can see my daughter up there isn't even paddling at the moment. And yeah, I am non-stop pedaling, and this is pretty much how the day went. she predominantly stayed about that far away from me, and I am back here pedaling. So once again, like I said, I just thought it would be faster. And like I said, I don't have a frame of reference. I've never been on a Hobie or anything like that. I'm kind of curious, the prop drive kayaks, if they are faster. And the difference I know on the prop drives is they are more of a bicycular motion. So that might make a difference. But all in all, this was a great day. This was about I guess the second time my daughter's been out with me on a kayak. She had a great time, which it was important, and I had a great time. It was a beautiful day. The wind started kicking up on us towards the end, so it was a little bit of work to get clear out there to Clark's Fishing Camp. In this part of the video, we are turning around and slowly heading back. We didn't have very much boat traffic during this day, which was very, very nice. We only saw a couple of jet skis. And we did see quite a few other kayakers today, in a multitude of kayaks, which was interesting. The first group we saw looked like they were all on Wilderness Systems Pungos. And I don't know too much about the Pungos, but I do like the shape of the boat. And just watching them, they were pretty effortless in the water. So anyway, but my daughter, like I said, she's on the Vapor 10, which we have two of the Vapor 10s, and the one that she is on is actually my Vapor 10, so it's got quite a few mods that I've done to it, so it's a very comfortable boat, at least for me. So anyway, we're out here on Julington Creek. It's a beautiful creek, especially back in here, because you don't see too many boats. Once you get farther out towards the St. Johns River, you see a lot more boat traffic. But back here, it's pretty nice. We did see a small alligator during this day. I didn't have my camera ready, which bummed me out because I love to catch pictures of alligators. But he's probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 foot alligator, and just hanging out as we kind of came around one of the bends in the creek. And as we approached, we were probably 4 feet from him. He started to slide down into the water, and then gave a little kick of his tail and submerged. But it was very cool, very cool. I just love to watch the alligators. I'd like to catch a lot more of them on video, but they're pretty elusive. They hear you coming and they take off. So, a lot of people say, I don't know if I can kayak with alligators. My experience with the alligators is I have been kayaking now for about 3 years in and around Jacksonville and this northeastern part of Florida. So they are here. And I have last year was the first time I'd actually saw alligators. Like I said, for the most part, they're pretty elusive. They hear you coming, they take off. They don't want anything to do with you. This time of year, you kind of got to watch a little bit, because if it's a female alligator and she's on a clutch of eggs, they do get a little territorial. But we didn't encounter that. I'm pretty sure the one we saw was a male. But anyway, hopefully in the future I can catch some clips of alligators. They really are amazing creatures. Anyway, I'm sure that's not the only alligator in Julington Creek, because I have seen alligators here before. But if you want to see one up close and personal, Clark's Fish Camp actually has a large exhibit with an alligator inside there. So anyway, something that, if you're curious, and their food is pretty good. We were kind of hoping that they might have been open for takeout or, dockside service, but it looked like they were completely closed up. So hopefully things are starting to open up. Anyway, on this day, we had a great time. So at that, I will just stop talking here and let you watch the video. hopefully I can upload this one at a higher resolution than the last two. I was kind of disappointed with what was going on with my phone, but I will let you watch.
Alright, this is the bridge under Old St. Augustine Road. So we are about back to the Palmetto boat ramp. You go underneath this bridge and then hang your next right. That will take you right back to that floating dock and that floating canoe kayak launch, which is really cool. Were you doubting me, daughter? Are you starving to death yet? I said, are you starving to death yet? Yeah, that'll take you back to where we're parked. That goes back just a little ways. It's up to you. You can go whichever way you want. That way. pull the drive out. And so ends another fun-filled day of social distancing in Jacksonville, Florida. Gonna wave?